I wanted to ask you, like, for the guy who has zero challenges in his life, he's going through almost this lull in his life. Everything's just a routine. Uh, he's pretty much spiritually dead. What would you recommend to him? Would you recommend him to go on this nice guy journey to figure out all these things, or would you recommend him to just start challenging himself to do other things in his life? Because I feel like the nice guy syndrome is also very directly correlated with men who just don't take risks or do the things that they actually want to in their life. So what would you recommend for the guy who has zero challenge in his life whatsoever? He's not even at a point where he's not even feeling challenged because he's just going through life and going through the motions and what's kind of given to him. He's settling.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, those aren't mutually exclusive. So, going on a nice guy's journey or challenging yourself in other ways, those aren't mutually exclusive. You can do both, and I recommend that you do both. In fact, what I recommend is, go and get a T-shirt, and on it, or put on your mirror, or safety is overrated. Safety, the stagnation is coming from a fall into security. So these are security operations in action. And what guys are doing, they don't realize it. It's easier. Yeah, okay, it's easier. And maybe there's nothing wrong with easiness, but they don't recognize that behind the ease and behind the stability and security is something like fear. And it's fear of something. What would happen, and this is a question that if I were doing psychotherapy with one of the men that you're talking about, I would say, so what's so great about being stuck in a rut? What's so wonderful about being unable to move? What's so great about nothing new? And then they'll go, oh no, there's nothing great about and I would say, no, that's not true. Because if it wasn't so great, you wouldn't be there. And I've seen the brochure, and it doesn't look so good. So what are you doing down in that rut? And then they go, oh, they start, well, what are you afraid might happen if you start to do different things? If the pieces of your life didn't kind of glue together the way that they do right now, what would that be like for you? And then you hear this other defensive stuff. Oh, it would be so wonderful. Yeah, no, it wouldn't. No, because if it were so wonderful, you would have done it years ago. So there's something terrible. There's some psychological catastrophe that you're afraid awaits you around the corner. And the question is, what is it? And so we start now to move into kind of their personal darkness.